Hey guys, Southern Cowman back here again. Day 2 of this chicken coop, Arrow EZEE Shed budget 10 plus hen chicken house, something like that. So I've got myself in this video today. I have not been doing that because mainly I'm just getting used to all this filming while I talk. You guys know my brother, Sam, and my sister-in-law, Angela, at Green Acre Homestead. So they're experts at this, and he's an expert at planning his shots and working through all that. And he's got some good equipment. He's been doing it a lot longer than me. So, this video may not be the best quality, but I hope you enjoy watching it. So behind me here, we've got this Arrow brand EZEE Shed. It's 5 foot by 6 foot, and you can see where we're at right now. We've put probably about 6 to 7 hours, probably about 6 hours into where we're at right here. We've got the walls completed. We've got the roof on, which you can watch in part 1. And you can see the roof, and you can see the walls, how it goes together. I was, a little discouraged yesterday when I unboxed it and I realized the quality of this thing. But after sleeping on it and after thinking about it more, for the size of shed that we're getting for what we're going to use this for, which is a chicken coop, it's pretty good value. The way it's engineered, it's built very cheaply. Okay, there's not stud support. There's not wall stud support. There's no bracing, standing up and down vertical as far as support posts inside. Pretty much this thing is wrapped with metal, and it's got a top plate and a bottom plate, and that's kind of holds the metal together. And that's what we're dealing with. So it's not going to take a lot of abuse unless you do some modifications, which I'm going to do. What I'm going to do today, we're going to finish this thing up today. Now, as far as it being a full-fledged coop, that will not be done today. We're going to get this thing assembled today. I'm going to build a base for this thing to sit on. I'm actually going to bolt this thing down to this base, and I'm using landscape timbers. Landscape timbers are cheap. They are pressure treated, and they're a lot cheaper than a 4x4 post. So I use them. I've used them for posts, for line posts. On small fencing projects, outlining a garden bed, outlining sidewalks, building retaining walls. These things are worth their weight in gold because you can buy 2.5 to 3 of these per 4x4. Now, it doesn't have the volume of wood, but they're pretty stout. It's going to work perfect for this. I'm going to start constructing a base out of these landscape timbers. We're going to bolt the chicken house EZEE Shed onto the base. That's just going to give it a little bit more rigidity. It's going to give it a better sound base. It's going to be something that we can drag around the pasture because we're going to move this thing around and keep it fluid. There's where we're at right now. So stay tuned. More to come. Beautiful day. Thanks for watching, guys. Be back with an update soon. I'm all set up here, getting ready to cut the wood. This bandana, it's not because of the coronavirus. It's a beautiful day. I'm outside on my own property. This is for the sawdust because this is pressure treated and I have allergies. I'd already tied this up pretty tight, so I'm just going to talk through this real quick. I just want to show you what I got laid out. Got the chop saw laid out. I got my wood. I got some 3-inch screws. Of course, I got my pencil. Gotta have your square. Gotta have your speed square. I got my Sawzall out. I'm not going to use it just yet, but I may need it, so I got this. course, your tape measure. All you got to do is take you a base measurement around the perimeter of this shed. And you want to make sure that you measure out your wood where this will sit center of that, and you've got room to bolt it down. It's not rocket science. It's going to be pretty quick and easy. I'll probably do 45 cuts on the ends, so it kind of fits together like a picture frame. That'll screw together easier because this is pretty thick lumber. So when I get this together, I'll show you. But this is the tools you'll need. It'll go quick and easy. Stay tuned. Okay guys, welcome back. Simple. It's like a picture frame. You want to do your 45 degree cuts. You want to allow, let's say, like I measured this thing and it was 56.5 by 66.5. So what I did was I added 4 inches. I added 4 inches to that measurement. So we were at 58.5 and 70.5. I cut the board in half. Okay. From there, it's nice to have a compound miter saw here to where you can just untwist it and move it around to your 45 degree angle. So I moved it to 45 degree angle, and then you just cut your 45s. You want to make sure on a flat board you start your cut at the very edge, and you're going to cut your 45. So you're going to lose about 4 inches off of that. So when this thing is cut on its 45 on the miters, and you put it together like a picture frame, you're going to have a base that will allow this thing to sit center at 56.5 and 66.5. I hope that makes sense. But if you remember anything I say, you want to add 4 inches to your board. So essentially here, you see how I've got my 45s cut. They go together like a picture frame. It's going to be really easy to screw with the 3-inch screws. Probably come on top and maybe do some kind of bracket. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Probably won't have to actually. Once this thing is screwed down to this, this thing is going to be kind of locked in. Simple picture frame with landscape timbers. Cheap and easy. Hey guys, I got this EZEE Shed put together. It was easy. It was not easy. It was not easy, guys. Here it is in all its glory. Okay. The EZEE Shed. Base finished out nice. Got a little clasp on here to get in and out. I got big fingers. Door. That's it, guys. There's your bracing on the door. This door probably weighs about 1.5 pounds. I'm not impressed. But with some 1x4s or something, I probably can work with that. So it won't be easy with the door for the time being. Look here. I've done a little bit of work. I've done a little bit of work in here. So EZEE Shed, not that easy. I give it a 2 out of 10 as far as sturdiness and durability. I give it a 2 out of 10 as far as ease to put together. I give it a 9 out of 10 for what I wanted to use it for. And I'm not saying that just to save face. I'm saying it because it's a big chicken coop. It's going to be really good for our laying hens. And the price was good for this size enclosure. I mean, technically it's not supposed to leak. Of course, it's not rained, so I don't know. But I don't think it will. I put the roof on, and the roof was probably the best designed thing about this whole shed was the roof. It was decent. Yeah, I've made a cool little roosting here. I've got some roosting spots here. I've got about 10 feet worth of roosting for this coop. We have several hens, so this is going to be a coop for a larger amount of hens. 2 or 3 hens, you would need something this size. But if you have more than that, this would be perfect. This is 30 square feet, like I said. You can walk inside of it. We'll go inside of it here. All right, so we're in this baby. So we'll pan around. Give me some comments. Give me some ideas as far as ventilation. There's not a lot. 2 vents in the rear. That's about it, guys. I'm sure there's tons of gaps. Of course, up along here, along the roof, all that is vented. It's all vented. But I would say this baby's going to cook in the summertime with the door shut. Now, we're going to free range these hens, so the door won't be shut. The door will be left open during the day. The hens can come in and out. At night will be about the only time we close this, unless it's a bad storm or if it's pouring the rain. We'll close it. Like I said, I've got about 10 feet of roosting spot. I'm actually going to take it off of the selfie mode, and I can show you what I built here. This is a continuing work in progress. This thing is not finished. Only thing that is done here is the base, the landscape timber base I built, and the actual shed is completed as far as instructions, all the steps. The shed is completely finished. So now it is the transformation of beefing it up and turning this into a very cool and functional chicken coop for our hens. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate the new subscribers, too. I've got some new subscribers coming over from my brother's channel. If you don't know him, check him out. It's Sam and Angela. They do a great job. He's my younger brother. Greenacre Homestead. Check him out. He's very versed, and he's pretty much an expert on this. But if you're looking at getting a 5x6 EZEE Shed from Arrow, from Lowe's or Home Depot, give me a comment or hit me up here, and I can give you any pointers on maybe what to do and what not to do. So for the money and what I'm using it for, it'd be awesome. All right, I'm gonna take it off selfie mode. I'll show you what I built here. Just getting started on turning this into a chicken coop. Stay with me. I'll have more videos. We'll do some cool things with this, and it's going to be really nice. I think you'll really like it, and it'll give you some ideas for your chickens. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe, and God bless. Okay, guys, I've got about 10 feet of roosting space in here. Now, notice the sorry about that glare. Notice the landscaping timber up off the ground, close to the ground there. That's going to be a roosting spot. Same over here. And then they're going to hop up on here. And I built this roost here. That's actually gas pipe, black iron gas pipe. And it turned out really good. There's all in all, there's 10 feet here. Chickens, as long as they're off the ground, they're happy. Of course, they like to be up high. They feel safe when they're up higher. But, these landscape timbers down here on the bottom, they're going to be roosting all over that. It's going to be a hierarchy. Your top dogs, or I'm sorry, your top females, top hens, they'll be up here on this top roost. And the lower ones, they'll be down here on this landscape timber. But as long as they're off the ground, they're going to be off the ground about 6 inches or so there. And that's the main thing. You want to get them up off the ground. I might add some more roosting space over here. I'm not sure yet. Look at that frame, how that turned out. Turned out great, didn't it? So this shed actually just bolts to the frame that I made. Mitered my corners there. They turned out pretty good. Of course, this isn't perfect, guys. This isn't finished carpentry. I'm not a carpenter. I can do enough to get me by. But I'm not one that's going to sit there and sand it down and make it beautiful. I'm more of a rough carpenter. I can get things done. So 10 feet of roosting space already in here that I've built, and that's it. Everything else is going to be factory for now. I have actually ordered some pre-made nesting boxes. They're plastic. I've used them before. They're awesome, and for $9, you can't beat it. I can't make nesting boxes for $9. Well, I probably could, but is it worth it? No. My time is more valuable. So I can buy these plastic nesting boxes and just mount them up in here, and they're perfect. So there you go. So the comments and the suggestions that I would love to have from you guys is ventilation. How much more ventilation do I need? I mean, I can come in here with a fine hole saw, and I can do holes through here, and I can cover them with chicken wire, and a couple self-tapping screws and caulk around it. I mean, I can do that. I can put as much ventilation as I want around here. Like I said, we're going to have natural ventilation up along the eaves. All that's open. And then, sorry to spin fast. And then I've got 2 vents on the back. 2 vents on the front. Let's go ahead and close the door, and I'll let you see what it's going to feel like when the door's closed. Here we go. All right, guys, we are shut up in the coop.